Okay, remember we talked about a cylinder yesterday, and I kind of pulled out that figure that's up on the front desk. And we talked about that a cylinder has two circular bases, and it has a face of it's a long rectangle. So the side of a rectangle is the circumference formula. So this is the formula that we're going to use to solve for surface area of cylinders. So break down this first example. Okay, the first example, it says 2 pi RH plus 2 pi R squared. Okay, so we've been using pi for 3.14 as 3.14. The radius is a thing we know, and then the height is that from base to base, which would be circle to circle. And then our second part is 2 times 3.14 times radius squared. Okay, and it's doing 2 here because there are two bases, so that's where that 2 is coming from. Okay, and then so 2 times pi times radius times height, because this is your circumference formula right there that they're entering, times the height is the from base to base side. So looking at this one, we would say 2 times 3.14, my radius is 6, my height is 8, plus 2 times 3.14 times 6 squared. Okay, order of operations, we do that squared first, which would be 36, and we can insert that all into the calculator. So we'd say 2 times 3.14, let me go grab my calculator for time's sake, and then 2 times 3.14 times 6 times 8 plus 2 times 3.14 times 36. Okay, and I got 527.52 meters squared, and it says round to the nearest tenth, so we would just do 527.5 meters squared. Okay, so that's pretty much the breakdown of it. You're going to use that formula to find all this. The only ones you have to be careful on, so like this one is number 2 is giving you the diameter, number 3 is giving you the diameter, so you need to make sure you cut that in half and use the radius. So I'm going to skip down to number 2, and we're going to do this one right quick. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and rewrite my formula down here just so I can see it and then blow it up just a little bit more for you. That's a 2, sorry. Okay, so my surface area is 2 times 3.14 times radius. My diameter is 10, so my radius is 5. My height is 36, plus 2 times 3.14 times 5 squared. Okay, so like I said before, we're just going to enter that in our calculator, and we're going to go through. It's the beauty of having this and not having to do it by hand. 36 plus 2 times 3.14 times 25, because that 5 squared would be 25, and I got 1,287.4, and we're inches, and we're surface area, so we're squared. Okay, so you need to make sure that you note the difference between diameter and radius. This one also has a diameter, so you would need to cut that in half. So you would say surface area equals 2 times 3.14 times 2.5 times 20 plus 2 times 3.14 times 2.5 squared. Okay, so 2.5 squared is going to be 6.25. So we would insert that into our formula and multiply all of those through. Plus 2 times 3.14 times 6.25. And then we would get 353.25, which I would then round to 353.3. And our measurement is centimeters squared. Okay, so make sure you just insert this into the formula I would write down the formula and then insert it into my calculator. That gives me a little bit clearer picture of what I'm looking for, what I'm doing, and what I have to follow through. If you go through all of these, there is a homework page that goes with it. So here's what I'm going to look for when I grade it. I'm going to look for this piece and this piece. So we're going to have two answers on that. So on the homework page, I need you to have this piece right here. Don't whine, because I know you are. I could hear it all the way in Dallas. And this piece right here. So I need those two pieces on your answers, on your answer document, and we'll turn those in first thing Monday. See you later.